Microsoft just launched an AI system designed to be more human and ethical, but it's already losing to competitors who don't care about any of that. Now, I'm not saying ethics are bad. They're not. But there's a real tension happening right now in AI that nobody wants to talk about, and it's going to reshape which companies actually win in this space. So let's break it down. First, what is this humanist AI Microsoft is building? Basically, it's an approach that tries to bake in values like fairness, transparency, and respect for human autonomy from the ground up. Instead of just making AI faster and more powerful, Microsoft is asking, how do we make AI that respects privacy? How do we make sure it doesn't amplify bias? How do we keep humans in the loop? It sounds great. And on paper, it is. The problem is that this philosophy comes with real costs, and those costs are showing up in the race right now. Here's the thing. Building human-centered AI takes time. It takes oversight. It means saying no to certain optimizations because they conflict with your values. It means slowing down to do safety testing. It means being transparent about what your model can and can't do, even when that transparency might scare customers away. Meanwhile, competitors like OpenAI, Anthropic, and even smaller startups are moving faster. They're deploying bigger models, iterating quicker, and they're not bogged down by the same ethical framework. And right now, in the AI market, speed and scale are winning. Look at what's happening in enterprise AI. Companies want models that work now, that integrate with their systems now, that beat their competitors now. They're not asking for the most ethically sound AI. They're asking for the best AI. And when you're optimizing purely for performance, you can cut corners that a humanist approach won't let you cut. There's also a perception problem. When Microsoft talks about humanist AI, it sounds like they're admitting their AI has problems that need fixing. When OpenAI just ships a new model and says it's better, there's no implied caveat. There's no asterisk. And in the market, asterisks kill momentum. Now, let's be clear about what behind means here. Microsoft isn't going to disappear. They have massive resources, they have enterprise relationships, they have Azure. But in terms of innovation speed, in terms of the cutting edge of what AI can do, they're playing a different game, and it's a slower game. The deeper issue is this. There's a fundamental conflict between moving fast and moving ethically. You can do both, but it costs more time and money. And right now, the market is rewarding speed over ethics. Companies are funding the labs that move fastest. Developers are flocking to the APIs that work best, not the ones that are most transparent. Investors are backing the teams that ship, not the teams that deliberate. So Microsoft made a choice. They said, we're going to prioritize being the responsible player. We're going to be the AI company that you can trust. And that's a valid bet. It's betting that eventually regulation will catch up, that ethics will matter, that transparency will be valuable. But that bet is a long game. And in the short game, which is the game happening right now, they're getting lapped. Here's what this actually means for you. If you're watching AI develop and wondering why certain companies are winning and others aren't, it's not always because they have better technology. Sometimes it's because they made different bets about what matters. Microsoft bet on responsibility. Others bet on speed. And right now, speed is winning. The irony is that this might be exactly backwards from what we actually need. We probably should want our AI to be more thoughtful, more careful, more human-centered. But the market doesn't work that way. Markets reward what works fast and cheap, not what's most ethical. So what happens next? Either Microsoft's bet pays off, regulation tightens, ethics become table stakes, and suddenly their head start in responsibility becomes an advantage. Or the market stays as it is, and they're stuck playing a slower game in a fast sport. There's also a middle path. Microsoft could be strategic about which values they actually enforce and which ones they market. They could move faster on core performance while keeping the ethical positioning. But that's just rebranding the problem, not solving it. The real takeaway here is that AI development isn't just about algorithms and compute. It's about what you choose to optimize for. And those choices have consequences. Microsoft chose to optimize for trust and responsibility. That's admirable. But in a market that's optimizing for performance and speed, it's also expensive. This is the kind of thing that matters if you actually want to understand what's happening in AI right now. Not the hype, but the actual dynamics underneath. If you want to keep up with this stuff without getting lost in the noise, subscribe. I break down one of these every few days. And this is exactly the kind of thing that separates people who actually understand AI from people who just follow the headlines.